and she's cut out a shape.
Printing has become an integral part to Spark Studio.
You're going to be doing some printmaking. Do you guys remember how to do the monoprint?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you do, Peggy?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you use a roller?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you only need about that much ink. Keep it within the square, and you don't need to ink up the whole square. The idea is just to get a thin layer which covers your whole roller.
By introducing printmaking this year, there's a real possibility here, I believe, for some future way of providing some income for people, which would be of huge benefit to them in their lives and to their sense of self-esteem.
It's just a matter of just establishing a relationship so that you sort of begin to understand the best way you can communicate with that particular person. Now, we've got a decision to make. Shall we print the Karen Dash first?
I'd very much like to grow our programs into a 3-year integrated learning program, and then we would have a studio space where people could be mentored by professional artists.
Do you like to try new things?
Yes. I mean, different things with Anna and Suzanne and Amy and Sally.
Daniel's art skills have grown, his confidence has grown, and his general well-being has greatly improved.
Daniel is a big fan of the Little Shop of Horrors, and his dream is to become an actor. He has created his own little theatre where he imagines himself as Seymour to tell his story in the style of the famous Broadway musical.
You've done the visual arts focus group. That was our first pilot program. That was painting techniques, painting drawing module. And then this year you've been learning the printmaking and bookmaking. In printmaking we've learned the etchings. I'll just show you one of Daniel's etchings because I think his etchings are really amazing. Is that Audrey and
Seymour. Yeah, that's my character.
This book, I mean, you've spent 3 terms working on this.
Yeah, with Ian.
Yeah, so you've really been very focused and taken ideas further and worked really, in a really engaged way. Whereas maybe earlier you might have just spent a little bit of time on it and then got on to another thing.
Because they haven't been given a lot of fundamentals in the past, and it's just been they've just been given materials to draw with or make with, without knowing the fundamentals of colour mixing, of drawing, of shading, composition, and all the various things that go to making so-called proper art. So by getting those essential elements in there, they're now creating really quite marvellous works, and it's encouraging to see the way they're going, and it's not far off to see some real talent coming out of here. It's really good.
This is Salome's book from the LTA, the Language Through Arts project that we've been doing for 3 terms. It's been quite a journey. Do you want to open it up? And there's like a stack of cards that tell amazing stories inside. It's got to unwrap the parcel.
My name is Salome.
Salome's book is about her life journey, the people she loves and her own spirituality. It contains poems and pictures to illustrate childhood memories and events that have had a profound effect in Salome's life. Whilst working on the Language Through Art project, Salome sadly lost her father and a close friend, and her book has reflected this sad time through literal and visual language.
It is 1 week to go before the students at Spark Studio exhibit their work to the public. The staff and students have organised a special group session so they can discuss their books and show them to the rest of the class.
The real purpose of this morning is to bring you all together again and have a very special showing of the works, because all the books are now completely finished. All those weeks of an incredibly in-depth exploration, looking at all the stories in your life, the things that really deeply interested you. And then we took that into a wonderful process of learning, didn't we, about printmaking, paper making, bookmaking, scripting, all these wonderful different techniques. I hope this morning will be a really intimate and special showing. Shall we tell people what the title of your book is? All the People in Peggy's Life. Peggy loves people. Here we have the Hong Kong boy. Oh, is the Hong Kong boy someone really special?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of your Caran d'Ache prints with a stencil.
Yeah.
And Seth's got a little peephole, and you can see the little person through the peephole.
My dad, I guess we kept a train to school, and him and the boys, both his mates, were very naughty. They threw apples on trains, and at school they used to throw books at one another.
The apple being thrown.
Yeah.
Apples hitting one another. Steam is cool, steam is hot. Hot apples go splat.
The title of Rodney's book is called The Ups and Downs of Life in Spiritual Music. Footprints in the Sand reflects the influences of Rodney's favourite artist, Daniel Ray Costello. Rodney's interest in massage gave him the third part of his title, Take Off Your Shoes, Stretch and Relax.
This is when my girlfriend and I were quite happy and quite colourful.
And then, well, this book was made during the process of your sort of ups and downs of your relationship.
This is when I felt quite angry and upset, and the bottle was half empty. Heart was sort of broken. That's when our relationship was kind of scratchy. I was quite filled with love then.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
And this is my friend Daniel Ray Costello in Fiji. But I first knew about him in 1999 because my caregiver played me in the city, and from that day onwards I grew to love his music, and that's how it really brought me back to life again, I should say.
Very
And
good. Got a helping hand.
It's time for Daniel's own version of The Little Shop of Horrors.
It's about my life being on feedback in the spotlight. He's so clumsy, loving and caring, and he's so amazing, and he loves the plants, he loves growing things.
The artists at Spark Studio have dedicated a year's worth of work to create the Language Through Art and Printed Image project. The students have developed a sense of pride about their art. The time has finally arrived to show it to the public.
Tonight's exhibition is to do with the Language Through Art, this year's pilot program, but what has been fundamentally important in that program has been this in-depth inquiry into their sense of identity and self and what it is and how it is they wish to express those ideas.
There's no going back for these talented artists as their work is now on display at Corban's Art Gallery for all New Zealanders to see. There is great excitement among the artists and tutors because this is the first time their work has been on display at a public art gallery.
Hello everyone, it's really lovely to see you all present here, and particularly our artists who've come, who are the authors of this extraordinary work. Now the works that you see here are of the 2008 project, which was called Language Through Art. Now the Language Through Art was quite a major project because it was a very in-depth personal journey. I hope that you enjoy this show. They are precious works of art, and I hope that you will engage and take the time to read and view some of the extraordinary expressions that are here.
I feel really excited to see my work and my book that I've done especially for this art exhibition, and I feel really, really, really excited.
What do you think of the art gallery?
Oh, fantastic.
Brilliant, brilliant. I've only just come in and sort of need a moment to take it all in.
I'd just like to see Spark grow, and I think I'd like to see that other people have the opportunity of doing what we're doing here. We're putting together quite complex programs.
And
quite personal, quite personal. Quite a challenge, I think, the work that Young's explored.
Mum will be very, very, very proud of that, as well.
It just makes me feel proud, how good to be an artist.
I feel enormously proud, just the fact that he's done it by himself and, with the help of Spark, of course. I'm really very, very impressed.
This program was funded by New Zealand On Air.